course, we are a panel of powerful, patriotic women talking about where that power lies. And it is probably shocking to many of us that 100 years ago, 100 years ago, there are people alive today that would remember this. Not a lot of people left, but I have several friends in their late 90s. So 100 years ago, women, people just like me, whether they wore polka dots or not, they were not allowed to legally vote. Not until we passed the 19th Amendment, women's suffrage, the right for females to simply walk into a voting booth and vote. In a nation that is 240 plus years old, this right has only been available for 100 of those years. For most of us, it is difficult to imagine a time when it was this way, and it was radical and even illegal for we ladies to simply vote. No one handed us that right either. It was fought for and hard won. Women seeking the right for representation through the ballot box were seen as, where have we heard these terms before? Divisive extremists, right? They lost friends, they lost family, and some of them even went to jail. It was that important, right? And once this right was secured, wouldn't you imagine that every single woman, daughters, wives, moms, and grandmas would storm the doors of every polling place to defend every single syllable of every single enumerated liberty that our founding fathers and mothers fought, bled, starved, and died to secure? But instead, too many of us have gone in exactly the opposite direction, and sadly, as we have absent-mindedly drifted past the 100th anniversary of this tremendous accomplishment, so many of our rights have been voted away by women as well as men. We have allowed politics, emotions, and outright lies to cause us to slip backwards in our thinking, voting in laws piled on top of laws, separating us from our freedoms. And inexplicably, we independent-minded women find ourselves seeking permission from the very government that we had to fight to use even our most basic of rights. Well, thankfully, we are about to be joined by some women. We have many here at this conference, online, sitting in the audience, who are countering that nonsense all across the nation, who are doing something and dedicating themselves to using all of our rights